Yo guys, hello and welcome back to episode 11 of the Red Bull Academy career mode here at Silverstone. If you did miss the last episode out in Austria, it's a cracking race, go and check that out before you get any spoilers. Last time out in Austria, we did manage to pick up a podium, but it could have been so much more in that race. A red flag absolutely ruined it for us towards the end of the Grand Prix. We had a decent lead, but it is what it is. We have to move on to Silverstone, our home Grand Prix. Not looking as confident in this round. Obviously, this track has got its own set of difficulties with the battery, the regs, and yeah, the AI are very hit and miss around here. Use the battery in very odd places, but we're going to cross the line in P14 in Q1, so at least we get through into Q2. So good stuff there. Obviously, sprint qualifying this weekend, as it is a sprint race. Arvid Lindblad, unfortunately, out in Q1, so we're going to have to do the heavy lifting for the Racing Bulls team. We're coming towards our final lap in Q2. We lose the back end, and that is going to be our SQ2 over, and we are going to be out. Looking like 16th on the grid, and yeah, let's get into the sprint race.
Lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Verstappen, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Norris, Piastri, Hadjar, Sainz, and Nico Hülkenberg. Albon, Gasly, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Colapinto. Bottas, Richards, Sergio Perez, and Arvid Lindblad. Alonso, Ocon, Behrman, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And striding into our commentary box to join us today, the man, the myth, the legend, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest...
Right, mate, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but I want you to treat it like any other race. Let's not make any unnecessary risks,
So we have a
please.
full wet sprint race here at Silverstone. Obviously just going to be a one stop, and yeah, it's 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go at our home Grand Prix. Still managing to out-qualify our teammate, even though we did not do that great ourselves, but going very steady into turn 1. Hopefully we can pick up a few places down into turn 3, slight bit of contact with Bottas as we slide into him through turn 1, but we send it down the inside of multiple cars, straight up into P11. Looking around the outside of Nico Hülkenberg, not really much there. But yeah, we're going to get in a slipstream, try and have a little go at him. Of course, very hard to overtake in these conditions, very hard to overtake the AI around this track anyway without the battery, but yeah, we're going to give it our best go. This is our home Grand Prix after all, as we send it round the outside of the German here, trying to get the traction down nice and early, but unfortunately Hülkenberg holds it up the inside. Still in his slipstream though. Can we do anything down to Cops? Unfortunately not. End of lap 2 though is the next chance we are going to get. We're going to send it down the inside in to the final chicane. We're going to get the job done nicely. Carlos Sainz up ahead now. P10. Unfortunately no points though, because it is a sprint race, but unfortunately that is pretty much it for this sprint race, guys. Not the most eventful race at all, apart from in the final lap coming out of the first sector, and yeah, we actually make contact with the Audi man there as we slide. We didn't actually realise he was there. And for the banter, we went into the pit lane for a little finish here. We had Alex Albon right behind us, and yeah, taking absolutely no risks here. We're going to go in the pit lane and finish off P10 here for the sprint race.
All right, race over. Take
A really
care of the car
boring race, not going to lie, but the feature race should be way more interesting.
So with the sprint concluded, join us next time for qualifying and of course the main event.
Moving straight into Q1 here, going to cross the line, and it's going to be P9 on the track. Fortunately, the weather does get a lot worse in this session, so we actually get through into Q2, and this is Q2 right now. I'm very happy that we are in the intermediate conditions here, because there's absolutely no way I'll be able to do this if it was the dry weather conditions, but we're going to cross the line after getting a purple first sector, and it's going to be P4 in Q2, so we are through into Q3 at our home Grand Prix. Amazing stuff. Obviously, our wet weather qualifying is continuing here at Silverstone. And yeah, like I said, we would not be able to do this if it was the slick tyres we were on, but purple first and middle sector here on our final lap in Q3. Surely not. Surely it's not going to be a pole position here at our home Grand Prix. But we come around the final corner. It's a green final sector, but where's that going to put us? Pole position here for our home Grand Prix. What a turnaround. Just over a second to Lando Norris behind us. A top three, all Brits. George Russell down in P5 as well, but yeah, not going to lie, I do not think this will last for very long, but let's get into the race.
Richards lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Russell, Charles Leclerc, and Hadjar, Piastri, Sainz, Alonso, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Gasly, Albon, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Bottas, Stroll, Ocon, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Arvid Lindblad, Perez, Hulkenberg, Behrman, and Franco Colapinto rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside...
Right, mate, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but I want you to treat it like any other race. Let's not make any unnecessary risks, please.
So unfortunately for us, there will be no wet weather in this main race, so we are going to be parking it on every apex, looking behind us the whole race, most likely, in hopes of not getting overtaken. And would it be possible to actually get our first home win of the career mode? But we have 5 red lights here, and it's lights out and away we go here at Silverstone. Get a decent start on the harder compound tyres compared to Norris and Verstappen behind us. We give Norris a bit of a squeeze down into turn 1, and we pull straight to the inside to defend the line from Lando Norris. He gets a really good run around the outside though. We're going to send it straight back down the inside. If we let these guys go, they will be gone, and that is no joke. We pull straight to the inside of the Wellington Straight, hoping to keep them behind Verstappen now into P2, which is not great news for us either, but we're currently holding this for now, so I'm not going to complain yet, but trying to be careful on the battery, not to waste it all on this first lap. It's very tempting to just stick it on and try and blast away from them, but we all know that that's not going to be possible here. Verstappen really closing in on us on the run towards Maggots and Beckett. He's actually going to look down the inside. We give him just enough room on the apex, but we don't allow him through. And we are still in P1. Going down the hangar straight now. Can we keep them behind into Stowe? By the looks of it, yes we can. They've used all of their battery, so we'll have a little bit of respite for now anyway. Still managed to keep about half of the battery as well, which is not too bad, but Lando Norris is already on our tail once again. Like I said, the AI used the battery a little bit weirdly and differently around here, just like pretty much any other track on this game. But coming on to lap 2 now on the old pit straight, and Lando Norris is not going to waste any more time. He's going to blast past us. Charles Leclerc looking for it around the outside as well, but We're not going to let him have that as we go a little bit wide actually into Copse, which gives Leclerc another opportunity to try and get past, but fortunately Hanger Straight comes around and we manage to fly by Norris again back into P1, so maybe this will be a bit more manageable than I was expecting. Maybe we will actually have a chance of staying in the lead here. Obviously having to try and save the battery, but as you can see on the mini-map, the field is still very tight, so we are not in the right place here, but Lando Norris going down the inside, Leclerc looking around the outside again. Norris makes the move stick. Now we just need to try and stay in the slipstream again until the Hanger Straight and see if we can get him back. Or are we? We're going to not wait. We're going to go down the inside towards Copse, get the move done straight away. Yeah, a lot lower on the battery now though, as we get it a little bit wrong out of Copse into Maggots and Beckett's, but Leclerc is actually going to send it on us. Doing very well to hold him off now. Run him out a little bit, but we lose the back end slightly. Means Leclerc's going to get through. We deploy the rest of our battery to try and get past him. But now we're completely out. Lando Norris is going to go past George Russell, looking very interested as well. As Lando actually goes off track a little bit. Wonder if he got a warning for that. Probably not, but yeah, crazy. At least we managed to last until the end of lap 3 to stay in the lead, but yeah, start of lap 5 now. Lando's completely gone. Russell goes down the inside, and that'll probably be the last that we see of him as well in this Grand Prix.
Don't worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's
yeah, held on for a lot longer than I thought we would. Start of lap 6 now. Both of them have completely gone. Carlos Sainz is actually going to go down the inside. You have to be careful as to not cut across Leclerc as well. He goes around the outside, we go back up the inside though, so not too bad there. Still in P4. Gonna try and get Carlos Sainz back here now on the old pit straight. Deploying the battery. He's flashing. We're gonna go up the inside of Copse and get him back there. Probably not the best use of battery from me there, but
okay, good work. Great
I've got to keep these guys behind if I want any chance of a podium or any sort of points in this race. Start at lap 7 or end of lap 7, start at lap 8. We actually have a virtual safety car in this Grand Prix as people start to box in this race. And we have a red flag here. Oh my God, what has happened in the final sector? We have the Cadillac going through. Oh, and it's an absolute car park. Someone's tried to go in the pits that has been on the outside, tried to drag the Haas man in. It's the Aston Martin. And Perez just goes straight into the back of the Aston there. Massive pile up here in the final sector of the British Grand Prix. And that's going to give us the opportunity to go, hopefully, to the end of the race here on the hard compound tyres. Funny though, it's quite rare we see crashes like that on this game. More just the AI doing their stupid little spin outs, but we're going to take it. Gives us a chance to go on the hard compound tyres, try and take them to the end of the race. It's going to be the only chance we have of some decent points here. And it's 5 red lights again. It's lights out and away we go. An amazing launch off the grid from Norris and Russell ahead of us on the soft compound tyres. So a lot of these guys are going to pit again. And with like a 30-second pit lane, this could give us a decent chance. But halfway through at lap 11 now, they've completely gone. We've lost all of our battery. Piastri's going to fly by. Sainz and Hamilton will probably fly by as well. As Sainz actually looks up the inside of the fast right-hander there and completely puts us off. Luckily, he drops back a little bit as we had no battery to defend ourselves. But even then, Hamilton is going to absolutely surprise us down the inside. We actually turn in on him because we do not expect him to be there. And he ends up getting through. So apologies to Lewis there, but his overspeed was just way too quick for us. Sainz looking for the look as well, but nothing doing there. Do like to battle these Williams a little bit more because they should not be this high up, but we're actually going to get the run on Hamilton into turn 3. I'm going to send it down the inside. A little bit squirmy as we try not to run into him. Trying to hold it around the outside now. But unfortunately, Hamilton gets a better traction, better exit. We're going to get straight on the battery though and try and get this P4 back. And luckily we do that for now. Absolutely no chance of getting back up to Piastri though. He's going to be too quick for us now, unfortunately. But yeah, this race is not going as bad as I thought it would. A little bit more racing, I guess, than I was expecting from myself, at least anyway. But yeah, Hamilton is looking very interested now into Maggotts and Beckett's, but we're going to not be able to fight him there. Not really any battery left. Hadjar now behind us. We want to try and keep him behind at all costs, but we're going to try and yo-yo back past Lewis here. He's flashing down the hanger straight and we're going to get him back. Lovely stuff. Coming out of Village now, and Hamilton is going to get a much better run on ourselves. We've got nothing to fight with. Leclerc is also trying to come through on the outside. We actually managed to block him off this time though. We only let one of the Ferrari men through as we get a track limits warning there. But yeah, we're just looking behind us now at this stage of the race. Obviously these guys have still got a pit, so the more we can hold them up, the more likely we're actually going to be able to keep these positions towards the end of the Grand Prix on our worn hard tyres.
Nice move. Good
But yes, an absolute train behind us. Getting absolutely swamped into Maggotts and Beckett's. Both Ferraris go past. Hadjar looking to get past as well. He's going to hold up the inside. We try and set the switch back up, but it's not possible. The guys just want to burn all of their battery. Look up the inside of Hadjar into the final chicane. We managed to get that done. Saved a little bit of battery in the meantime as well, so hopefully that'll give us a chance to hold these guys up. But the Ferraris, as you can see, are pretty much already gone. Start at lap 15 now. Hadjar gets passed into turn 1. Going to try and get him back into turn 3 though. Need to hold this guy up because we want his seat next year. But yeah, he's going to hold it. We're very squirmy. End up off the track there, and that's going to bleed us a few positions. Alonso actually, we're in an Aston Martin sandwich, which is crazy around this track. P9 and Alonso and Stroll between us. Fortunately, no, on the hanger straight. The guys ahead have pretty much used all of their battery this past lap. Hamilton seems to be slowing down as well, so he managed to get past Alonso and Sainz back up into P7. Hamilton looking very vulnerable as well, so maybe he's got a problem in this Grand Prix. And we're actually going to send it up the inside of Copse on lap 16. Keep it just in track limits. And that's probably our move of the race so far. Very dandy on the brakes, but not going to complain. Start of lap 18 now. We are actually back in the lead of the Grand Prix as everyone ahead of us boxes. But yeah, nothing happened until towards the end of lap 21. George Russell and Lando Norris rapidly approaching. George Russell actually goes round the outside in Maggotts and Beckett's, but yeah, we're not really going to fight too much. We'll try and get him back down the hanger straight, but you can see the Mercedes absolutely flying at this stage.
In this lap, push now.
And yeah, start lap 23. Norris is now on the back of us, so he is going to go straight past, I imagine, down into turn 3. We leave plenty of room on the inside. We try and send it back up the inside though, a little bit of a slide. He drags our wheels, makes a little bit of contact, which sends us off the track, but yeah, not too disappointed about that. Still in a podium position currently. But now, start of lap 24, Ferrari man Charles Leclerc is right on our tail, dragging Oscar Piastri with him, I should say. We're actually 3 wide into turn 3. Trying not to make contact with any of them. We managed to hold off Leclerc for now. Piastri though up the inside with a better traction, better rubber, gets the job done. Going to try and fight him back though on the Wellington straight. He's going to defend slightly to the inside. We'll have a look up the inside, try and be late on the brakes, but the grip is just not there now. As you can see, tyre wear indicator is glowing red, so yeah, just going to try and get to the end of this Grand Prix now. But Leclerc is going to go down the inside on the old pit straight, try and squeeze into the inside, see if we can hold it round the outside, but yeah, no grip. We go completely off the track. We're going to have to let Leclerc go for now. Penultimate lap now. Isaac Hadjar has managed to catch up to us now as well. Everyone else ahead is just completely driven off as we make a little mistake there, get on the grass, and that allows the Red Bull man through. So far from ideal, but still P6 in this Grand Prix. If you'd offered me that before this weekend, I'd have snapped your hand off. And that is what we're going to get. The guys behind were just too far. Actually, our teammate Arvid Lindblad in P7, so it's going to be a great double point scoring weekend here for the Racing Bulls boys. But yeah, coming through the final corner now, it's going to be P6 at our home Grand Prix. Good result.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So yeah, all things considered, decent result. 6th and 7th for the Racing Bulls boys. And yeah, not really much else to say there. Unfortunately, Hamilton dropping right to the back of the field there. But yeah, that's going to leave us P4 in the driver's standings. And yeah, hopefully a better time out next time in Spa. But thank you all guys so much for joining me here today. Please leave a like, subscribe. Have a good evening, and cheers.